So let me get this straight. You're me from 2012.
Yeah, that's right.
And the space-time continuum is gonna break if we don't play Edge of Time?
Exactly.
Alright then. I remember us playing it a lot on the 3DS. Do you have yours on you right now?
I don't think so, no.
Dude, you literally just got that like the previous Christmas. How do you not have it on you? I remember us having it everywhere we went. I did not leave the house without the 3DS.
I don't know, when I was being tossed through a black hole, my main priority wasn't, oh, I gotta grab my 3DS.
Alright, yeah, good point. Here's my new 3DS XL. Just use that.
Wait, there's a new 3DS XL?
Ah, please don't tell me I messed up the time stream.
No, you're good. It's actually all just predetermined, and everything that we think we know about time travel is just Hollywood bullcrap just to feed the masses.
Wait, how do you know so much about time travel?
Because I did time travel?
Alright, fair point.
Whoa, we have so many hours in Edge of Time. Do you just waste away your life?
Anyone ever tell you you're kind of a dick? So yeah, 35 hours of a 3DS version of a simple Spider-Man game is what's gonna end up on my headstone.
Actually, it's gonna say, here lies...
Shut the f up. I do not need to know. Edge of Time released 13 months after Shattered Dimensions, and instead of playing 4 Spider-Men, you only play as 2. Sounds like a downgrade, but honestly it's not. These 2 Spider-Men interact within the first hour more than all 4 in Shattered Dimensions, and it's great. They all have such fun banter between one another.
I'm still having trouble connecting the DNA strands. I've never seen anything like this. Try getting me one more sample.
If we ever meet face to face, I am gonna beat the crap out of you.
Just imagine how they'd act in the Xbox game chat.
What's important is not standing by and allowing someone to suffer or die because you do nothing. If you don't get that, then you don't get the first thing about being Spider-Man.
Can we please just finish this? I want to reach recon. The motives are immediately set for both Spider-Men. They each have a stake. Miguel sees how dangerous time travel could be and tries to stop the Alchemex boss Walker Sloan, played by Val Kilmer.
Wait, wasn't he Batman?
Yeah, actually. He was one of the worst.
Oh man, this means it's gonna suck.
No. We do not disrespect Val Kilmer in this house. Val Kilmer is one of the highest respected actors ever. I haven't seen that many movies with him, but seeing Val Kilmer in this game is nothing short of impressive. I remember my first playthrough and having my mind blown that a serious Hollywood actor was in a video game. And of all the games, this one. It wasn't the first time, but it was the first time I noticed it, and it helped solidify how serious video games were becoming and now have become. He also does a great job with the delivery. It feels like he took it as seriously as he would take any other role.
I'm almost embarrassed it took me so long to come up with it.
Peter Parker, on the other hand, is told by Miguel through some science jargon that anti-venom is wreaking havoc at Alchemex, so he's gotta do what a Spider-Man can.
That's because Sloan changed time, so now Peter Parker works there instead of the Bugle.
Can you not interrupt my video, please?
Our video?
Please just shut up. So yeah, Walker Sloan changes the future so that way he could hold more power at Alchemex, and that's when we see the death of Spider-Man.
That's the only time Spider-Man ever dies, right? Right?
Miguel tries to get Peter to leave, but that's not Spider-Man. That's my boy! The fight with Anti-Venom is intense, and no matter what you do, you are meant to lose. You are meant to die.
What? No, you're so full of crap. There's no way.
I'm afraid so, kiddo. But thankfully, due to the technology in 2099, Miguel ends up saving Spider-Man. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the game where Peter is in 2099 and Miguel is in 2011. They're not in their natural environments. It's the kind of thing that I wanted from Shattered Dimensions. But it would have been better if there were 2 different art styles for the time, so that way it was a lot easier to differentiate them. Imagine if 2099 solely looked cyberpunk and the Amazing Universe looked solely like a comic book. 2099 kind of looks like Halo 4, while 2011...
Wait, what? There's a Halo 4?
But yeah, 2099 kind of looks like Halo 4, and 2011 looks like a sad apartment complex. I would have loved if they had the cell shading from the Amazing Universe like Shattered Dimensions, but having Josh Keaton as Amazing and Christopher Daniel Barnes as 2099 is way better than Neil Patrick Harris as Amazing and Dan Gilvezan as 2099 back from the previous year. They also gave Amazing the super speed / hypersense that 2099 had in Shattered Dimensions, and gave 2099 this duplicate. I'm personally more of a fan of the hypersense, but they play differently enough to make it feel unique, which I really appreciate. One thing that I'm surprised is how good the combat feels. It's not like Spider-Man PS4, but he could pull off some sick combos. Wait, why aren't you surprised about a PS4?
I mean, it's kind of inevitable, like the Xbox 720.
Yeah, just like the Xbox 720. But it's such a strange game because when people talk about their favorite Spider-Man games, this is never in the question. Like, yeah, it's definitely not Insomniac Spider-Man. It's extremely linear,
but the story is so gripping. And you know what else had a gripping story? These.
They have similar beats too, a symbiotic Doc Ock, a flirty Black Cat, and might I add, Black Cat here is weird. The boss fight is so good, then once you beat her, it's...
Yeah, good. You were great. Better than the original.
Didn't he, like, just make a big deal about saving Mary Jane?
Yeah, what the f, Peter? You literally made the biggest deal saying my future is meaningless without her, begging Miguel to save MJ, and you go and do this?
Yeah, good. You were great. Better than the original.
You don't do that. Hashtag not my Spider-Man. Miguel flew all the way down Alchemax to catch her. And I love these segments, by the way. They're so intense and have such badass music, but my god, how tall is this building? There's a few of these segments here, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, did Walker Sloan build this shit up to the f***ing thermosphere?
Ugh, this is strange.
What's up?
I don't know, I don't feel so good. Quick, finish the review.
It's just like the comics. It's exactly like the comics, and it's just like those Spider-Man games from the PS1. The comics at times are really intense, leaving you on the edge of your seat. Then they try to do something that's unique and different, then end up just going back to the status quo. Lots of times you get surprise cameos, Easter eggs, and throwbacks from what we already know that maybe don't mean much in the end, but in the moment they're just fun. And most importantly, that's what this game is. Fun. That's why I have a godforsaken amount of hours on my 3DS version and why I just bought it again. Hey, I'm starting to feel a lot better now. I think I'm headed back to my time. That's awesome, man, and I'm really sorry for how I was acting earlier. This game can get pretty intense sometimes. Yeah, I know. Hey, I kind of lied to you when I said that everything was predetermined and then I had time travel before. I'm really sorry. Is there anything that I should know to set us up for the future? Invest in Bitcoin! Wow. What a crazy adventure, meeting a past self, becoming buds at the very last minute, and a rushed ending. Hey, just like Edge of Time. Overall, I love this game. I was really scared that my memories of it would have clouded my judgment. Thankfully, it still holds up. I'll be honest, most of the time I just get really bored 30 to 45 minutes after playing a game, but this one I was hooked to for hours. One thing that I was disappointed in were the challenges here. They were just so addicting in Shattered Dimensions, but here I couldn't be bothered to even play them really. I only really went out of my way once to complete one, and that was because I forced myself to. But I think that's because the game is constantly just throwing enemies and obstacles at you, and you feel like you have no time to get through them all. Like, something feels a little off. I've played Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time, TASM 2. You can't have a TASM 2 without a TASM 1! Find that review. Where is it? Hey, Mom. I was wondering, have you seen my Wii U by chance? It's for a video. No, Mom, that's not the reason why I'm calling you. Mom, I do love you, but like I'm just really busy lately. Well, today was kind of a weird day. I wanted to see if this was still like on, like the battery was full, and check out what game is in it. That's sick. That's actually really cool. Should probably play this a little more.